I'll move to the second subtopic, that is general overview of Public Procurement and Disposal Act. Let's move to this subtopic, that is general overview. General overview of Public Procurement and Disposal Act. What does the Act say about public procurement? What does the Act stipulate when it comes to public procurement? The Act make it very, very clear that procurement is that act of buying goods for the benefit of the members of the general public, or in order to achieve a certain specific objectives. This time around, we are talking about the government. So the way the Act defines procurement here, as per this particular area, is buying goods in order to achieve a certain objective. Maybe, and we are saying this objective is meant to benefit the members of the general public. Why? We are using public funds. So it's like more of a provision what this particular Act says. And therefore we are saying that the Act stipulates that procurement is the process of buying goods or services in order to achieve a certain specified objectives. In order to achieve a certain specified objective. In order to achieve a certain specified objective. That's what the Act says when it comes to procurement. The other thing that also we will come to note is when we have good system of procurement, you'll find that these tend to add value to our country. Because if we have poor procedures, you'll find that people tend to misuse their funds. We wanted to do projects. The money that were intended to buy some of those particular raw materials is misappropriated and such. And therefore, we need to understand that if we have good system of procurement, it tends to boost the level of economic growth, the level of economic development, and we are likely to move from one stage to the other. So we can also say that proper system of procurement, proper systems of public procurement enhances economic growth and development. Enhances economic growth and development, simply because we are not seeing a case whereby we have misappropriation of funds and such. The other important thing that we have seen under this particular Act is the government has put in place procurement procedures, and these procedures are supposed to be followed at all times. That is, there are public procurement procedures, stipulated by this Act. And we are saying that they should be applied by all procurement officers or entities. By all procurement officers and entities. They need to make sure that they follow these particular procedures so that we can safeguard the public funds. Any officer who goes against this, then obviously you find that he will be having some questions to answer. Still on the same, still under overview, I may want us also to understand why do we need to have these particular procedures. Do we necessarily, because in every government entity or where we want to apply or where we want to do procurement, there are procedures. Why do we need to have these particular procedures? So we can also look at, for instance, the importances of procurement procedures. Importances of procurement procedures. Why do we need to have these particular procedures? One of the important things concerning procurement procedures is it helps to create public confidence. If procedures, we have good procedures which are followed when it comes to public procurement, the members of the general public will have confidence with the government. But if we have poor procurement procedures, so the members of the general public will always be negative towards the government, because we will be seeing many procurement officers misusing or misappropriating the government funds. So we are saying one of the importance is that the enhance public confidence. Enhance public confidence. They enhance public confidence. They enhance public confidence. The members of the general public are likely to have trust with that particular government. The other importance of these procurement procedures is they make the government to procure at the most economical price, or they help to minimize cost. They help to minimize costs. They help to minimize cost, because when you follow this particular procedure, you are actually like, when you are applying like tendering, you get the best person who is offering quality and also at a good price. So by the end of the day, you end up offering or getting the highest quality and also at a good price. The other importance of public procurement is they create fairness. They guarantee fairness. Like when we are applying tendering process, and everyone who is interested, every supplier applies for the same, and then we end up selecting the best, then it means we are conducting that particular process with a lot of fairness. The other importance of procurement is to have transparency. To have transparency in procurement. To have transparency, whereby we don't have people queries here and there and what. The other thing that I can see is we have they also create accountability. That is, create accountability. Those procurement officers, so you know they are tied by this particular procedure, so we make them personally responsible when it comes to what they are doing, and therefore, because you are tied by your duties, so we make them personally responsible for what they are doing. And that is why even currently our government is taking legal action against public officers. If you didn't follow those particular procedures, then you have some questions to answer. And last but not least, they help to promote local industries. Promote local industries. because when we are doing procurement, we also tend to prioritize local industries, and when we prioritize buying from local industries, to some extent we are empowering them. So importing will be a second option, but we prioritize buying from local industries so that at least we can also promote our economy. So that marks the end of the general overview of public procurement and also the end of our session today. So it means therefore today we have looked at two areas, the terminologies, and we have also looked at the overview of Public PPD Act. So let's end our session there. Then we meet next time so that we can proceed with the other subtopics. So thank you very much. See you in the next class.